So hey guys, today we are going to see a problem in which we have to find the height of a binary tree. So this is a HackerRank problem. You can find the link of this problem in the description below and also of the code, but now I will explain you how to approach for this problem. So first of all, you should know that what is the height of a binary tree. Suppose this is your binary tree. Okay, so what is the height of this binary tree? So height of this binary tree is just count the number of edges from the root node to the deepest node we have, which we call leaf node. So 1 2 3, so there are 3 edges, so height is 3. Okay, so approach which I have used in my solution is that I will count number of nodes in the longest branch in this tree. Like you may have noticed that there are two branches. One is this 1 5 and second is this. So obviously the height will be found in the deepest branch or in the longest branch of this tree. So what I have to do is count the number of nodes in the longest branch minus 1 would give me height of this tree. As you can see, there are 1 2 3 4, there are 4 nodes. 4 minus 1, that's give equal to 3, which is the height of my binary tree. So how to approach this? So I am assuming that you have a prior knowledge of pre-order traversal. So in pre-order traversal, what we do, so like we move in this way, like this is a function pre-order, this is root of the binary tree, which is this. Okay, then if not root, else. So what we do, PR root left, PR root right. I will fill these spaces and this section, which will be helpful for this problem to solve. So what I am doing is, you come to root. Okay, so first you will head to the left. Okay, then to right. So now we have to keep the track of the number of nodes of each branch. Like how would I know that this branch contains 4 nodes and this is 2 and this is the longest? So what I would do, I would track it using two variables, two static variables, suppose C and D. Okay, so first I would initialize them as C and D 0. Okay, so this C would represent the number of nodes from the root till the node which I am working on. Like this is root node, and if I am on this node, then C would be 2 because there are 2 nodes. If I am working on this node, then C would be 4 because 1 2 3 4, there are 4 nodes. So C would be the counting of the number of nodes from the root till the node on which I am working, and D is the maximum number of nodes. D contains the maximum number of nodes in a branch I have visited till now. So like when I will travel through this, so first what I would do, okay, there is one node, C becomes 1. Okay, then I come here to Okay, C becomes 2, then I come here, C becomes 3, then I come here, C becomes 4. Now its left is empty, then it would, okay, this call is over, then it would check for right, this is also empty, so this part is over now. Okay, so what should I do now? I would keep track of the number of nodes until here, because now it would go back here. So what I would do, I would store it in my variable D. So till now C and D were 0, but now C is 4, so maximum of 4 comma 0 is 4, so my D has become now 4. So it is saying that the number of nodes I have visited till now, maximum number of nodes in a branch is 4. Okay, now after visiting 4, what should I do? When I am coming here, number of nodes from root here is 3, so I would decrement C, so C would become now 3. Now again it would come here, C would become 2, it would come here, C would become 1. Now it would check for, because now left part, this call for this node is over, now it would go for a right call, so 5 is here, so now C would be incremented, C would become 2. Now C has become 2, then again for 5 this is empty. Okay, so I told you that whenever I find this empty, I would initialize D is equal to maximum of C comma D. Okay, so the maximum, so that I can have D as the maximum number of nodes I have. So now at the end I will be having D as the number of nodes in the longest branch I have in my tree. Then I can return D minus 1. So in this code you might have got it that what I am doing is just D is equal to max of C comma D. Okay, now I will try to walk you through the code. So suppose this is your tree, 1 2 3 4 and 5, okay, and 6. Now first of all, your code is here. If this is your function h, this is your root pointer. Now here, if not root means your root is null, then this if condition would run, and what I am doing is D is maximum of C comma D. Okay, and here I am initializing C and D are static data members, static variables. So those who don't know what is static variable, it's just that when I'm calling function again and again, in between the different function calls, in the many function calls, I want to retain these values. Otherwise, every time I am making a function call, these C and D would be reinitialized to 0, as I will be doing here. C is equal to 0, D is equal to 0. That's why I am initializing them as static variables. So in between those function calls, these values won't change. These value will be retained among the function calls. So here, and else else, as I told you that whenever I visit a node, I increment C, I check for it left part, I check for its right part, and see my number. Whenever that node part is over, means if suppose I am calling for 5, so when this left will be gone, so 5 is null, so it would come here and D would be decided, then this call is over, then it would come here. Now right, 5 right is also null, it would come here, run this command and then over. So what I am doing now, I am going back. So what I was saying that now you have to decrement C. So this is what I was doing. So let's run it. So your root is 1. Okay, your root is 1 now. So root is 1, C is 0, D is 0. So now first function call. So now this is your function call. So what I am doing, increment C. Okay, I have come to node. Now what it says, root left. Okay, so in my stack it would be stored h of 1 left. Okay, now it would pause and then in the new stack, now I am here again. So 2, so this root is not empty, so this condition won't run. I will come here. So again C++, because now I am 2, so C is equals to 2. Now again h of root left, so h of 2 left. So does it exist? Yes. So again it won't run, so I come here, C is equal to 3. Okay, now C is equal to 3. Okay, again this condition would run, h of 3 to the left. Now I have come to here. Now 3 left is null, so now this condition would run. So what it is saying, D is equal to maximum of C comma D. C is your 3, D is 0, so what it would do, D becomes 3. Okay, so D becomes 3. Now your this call is over. Okay, this call is over. Now this call would run h of 3 right. Okay, now h of 3 is also null, so again it would go here, D is equal to maximum of COD, maximum of COD is 3 again, so your 3 call is over. So now it would come here, because as I said, now pointer will go here. So now from the root there are only 2 nodes, that's why I am decrementing C. So C becomes 2 now. Now C becomes 2. Now as you can see, it was under 2 to the left, so this is over now. Now it would go for 2 to the power right. Okay, first it called for 2 to the power left, then it ran 3 to the left, which was null, 3 to the right, which was null. So this node is over. Now 2's left part is over. Now we are coming to 2's right, which is 4. Okay, now 2's right, does it exist? Yes, it exists. So increment it. Okay, incremented. Now it would pause it, h of 4 to the left. Okay, 4 to the left, does it exist? No, it is null. So it is null. This statement will be executed. So here now again D is maximum of 3 comma 3, so D would remain 3. Okay, so h left doesn't exist, so this command is over. Now h of 4 to the right. Okay, now it would come here. 4 to the right, does it exist? Yes. Increment c is equal to 4. Now here it would say 5 to the left. Okay, so 5 to the left is null, so it would come here. Now maximum of c comma d, maximum of 4 comma 3. Now d would become 4. Okay, so this call is gone. Now it would go for h of 5 to the right. Okay, so 5 to the right, this is also null. It would go here. Again maximum of 4 comma 4 is 4 only, so this command is also gone. And now c minus minus, because the pointer would return here now, so c becomes 3. Now fourth right part is over now. Okay, so this is gone up. Now 2 to the right. Now all the function calls till here are completed, so 2 to the power right is over now, so it went over, and then the pointer goes here, c becomes 2. Now 2 to the power right becomes over, so with this, when the pointer goes to here, your 1 to the power left is also gone. Okay, and c would be decremented to 1. So you are currently on the root node and there is only one node, which is 1. Now this part is over for your root node. Now h of 1 to right. Okay, does it exist? Yes, it does. So what is this? 6. Increment c, c becomes 2 now. Okay, so then 6 to left. 6 to left. Now does it exist? No, it is null, so it would come here. Okay, d is maximum of COD. C is 2, d is 4, so d would remain 4. Okay, so this is over. Now it would go for 6 the right. Okay, now right is also null, so again it would go d is equal to maximum of 4 comma 4, which is d is equal to maximum of 4 comma 2, which is 4. So this is also gone, and then again pointer comes here, this is also gone. So we have completed all the function calls, and now I am left with d is equal to 4. Now you can easily return d minus 1. So this was all the explanation, and I hope that I have explained things well. If you have any queries related to this, you can ask me in comment section, and you can find the code in the description below, and question as well. So if you like this video, please do subscribe my channel and like this video. Thank you.